After England defeated the French at the Battle of Bremule, Normandy was back in King Henry's hands. But 1 year later, his good fortune turned to tragedy. In 1120, his son and heir William Adelin died in a shipwreck. The future of Henry I's kingdom was in jeopardy. Henry desperately needed a new heir. With no legitimate sons left alive, he broke with tradition and chose his daughter, Matilda. Henry forced his barons to swear an oath to accept Matilda as queen. But when the king died, they broke their promise. England would not be ruled by a woman. Matilda's cousin Stephen saw his chance and claimed the throne. The crisis moved to the capital. At Westminster Abbey, Stephen was crowned king, but Matilda wanted what was hers. She was also lining up powerful supporters who would fight Stephen for her right to rule. Their conflict engulfed England in civil war. Fighting raged throughout the land. In 1141, everything focused on one of the kingdom's most strategic cities, Lincoln. Matilda's allies had commandeered the castle. But King Stephen was determined to take it back. He besieged the castle. Stalemate. As dawn broke on February the 2nd, everything was about to change. Matilda's half-brother, Robert of Gloucester, raced to break the siege. As Robert's forces approached Lincoln, Stephen's army turned away from the castle to face them. Robert could win Matilda the crown, but only if his army could win the day.
Scout, ik wil doen dat.
Helder net. Stirende nu.
Wat ben je neste? Iets zo is.
Robert's men concealed themselves in a sheltered grove and lay in wait for the enemy.
Jaren for blood on bal. Iets obey thine hess.
Iets sail the foe!
Robert defeated the first column of Stephen's reinforcements, but he knew more were on the way.
Send them at me now, it's to a sua fuertest. Send them at me, what wilt thou? Hessa shouldn't be here. beachten hästen. Ich obey thine hess.
Vända sig sedan ner till!
With more of Stephen's reinforcements eliminated, Robert was steadily undermining the siege.
Sende meitä minä oikees. Ich suessa aliatta. Ich forthethin hess. What beachten ich tuo sua thuhetest.
Ich obey thine hess. Jonas, ich forthethin hess.
Ich obey thine hess. Hessa sollen be I heeren. Ich obey thine hess. What wilt thou? Ich obey thine hess. Jerwe for blood on Baal. What wilt thou? Ich do a sua. What bear? Ich do a sua. Thuhetest.
We are miracles! Beyond the darkness!
Robert's men decimated King Stephen's reinforcements and were poised to break the siege. Continuing the push towards Lincoln, Robert sent in a large company of reinforcements to aid his vanguard. To further weaken the siege, Robert would need to cut off Stephen's supplies. He targeted the nearby market town.
Wider Szuliczka I Hamonte Fara. Ridende forth.
Ridende suahet.
Ich habe found the foe!
Volwende die hesta.
Men of armes, ich so hessa alia. En terriende hestes nu. Ik kan det du. Hier volgende hestes. Ik kan det du.
Vendes! Se foe et verende! Ich habe found the foe!
Tacka upp din armes. Gömma och eko faren. Weben chefen! Kom, stor så att du heter. Presset jag har i mig!
Matilda's cause, a large group of knights arrived at Lincoln to bolster Robert's army. With the market town in ruins, King Stephen's supplies began to dwindle. Robert received word that Welsh troops under Matilda's banner were en route to join forces with him. But King Stephen had the roads to Lincoln heavily guarded, and the route was not without risk, even for the hardy Welshmen.
Het is Seaforth Warde Freckles, mit Balbenes. Und redet nu, Tulis. Alles with it. Ich liebe to hear it. Forth Warde Freckles, mit Balbenes.
Making their way to Lincoln, Matilda's Welsh allies were ambushed by the king's soldiers. Robert's men would need to aid the Welsh if they wanted their help in breaking the siege.
For Arne, Mr. Athel Kritas.
Joining forces on the road to Lincoln, Matilda's allied troops made for the castle to lift the siege.
Look at you being the Randente to serve. He shall lay the Forth Warde Freckles, mit Balbenes. Must mean a word. Fell. Certes. Yet to the red shall they. But mean a word. Felleth.
Robert's forces spotted a large detachment of Stephen's soldiers guarding the castle gates. If they hoped to liberate Lincoln, they would need to break the blockade and rout the army.
Steppeth to it, Arwayman. And sweeter, yes, sir. Bad leaper on the field. vende off, Suez.
Hörste icke! Vilka stämmer! Mina barn! Varför krigas? Ja, krigas! Inte nästan!
Robert's forces scattered the king's army, leaving the gates to the castle unguarded.
Ut rideth nu, Tulkes.
Arwaymen, Gungende is bad.
Robert's men finally united with Lincoln's garrison. They could now use the castle to strengthen their army. To lift the siege, they needed to destroy the enemy camps surrounding the castle.
Nu, Tulkes. At mina word, Fereth. It's live to hear it.
Yarwe ikam verende nu.
It is Sita for actors, fourth warde freckes, mit baldenes. I shall lede jou. We are fighting our sword!
Wherever standards to be!
What needeth worker? See thee to worker.
If you go,
See thee to worker. Then did that read the note. Yeah, ready to done some worker.
Matilda's forces struck hard, destroying one of King Stephen's siege camps.
Alles with.
I'll squeeze them, yes. Dress it now, Arwayman. Hästes ett helt dwindlet! Bälle!
King Stephen's army dwindled as Matilda's forces struck down another siege camp.
Here, Asteriath, Rathe Arwaymen.
What shall each do?
Jefe mea, but...
Min spärre is Yara.
Boa is the boom.
Järve, ich fortsätter hess. Send them at Järve for blood on Bala.
Den Hester?
Intendo, Fleckers. Teach win left. Better. Dressel of the Botas. Better. Boa is the boom.
Crossbowers, dressed weapon! We aren't going the Tulkas.
Spederman, ja. Wow,
On a pressure marker? And brace it yourself. Move it, get it busy. Kempes, they are Kempe. We are fortgångande. Alunganu, Ferret. Crossbows, yeah, on the way, Crossbows,
The king's army was scattered, and those who didn't fall fled.
they are Kempe.
King Stephen was spotted, shielded by his men. To end the siege, Matilda's forces needed to capture Stephen and rout his army.
Alunganu, Ferret, Swath ahead. We aren't going the Tulkas.
Jetteth I red ut rideth nu, Tulkas. Look jag vet I ready, Freck. Forthwarde Freckes, mid Baldenes. At mina worde, Ferret.
Ascendant! Estes and all foremen! Dressa glidande ner hörtet nå och never down!
Matilda's men closed in and finally captured King Stephen.
Look, you'll be at the ready, Freckes. Surface!
In Hester?
Matilda's forces had won the battle at Lincoln. But the fight for the crown was not over yet.